Good morning, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and last night we had the reveal of Drytron support. This is actually to be expected. In a recent video, or a recent article that we got, it looks like we are getting new Drytron support, Madolche support, Magical Musketeer support, and yeah, I'm super excited to read these cards. Drytron has the most potential because out of all of those decks, it is the most competitive currently, even though Drytron and Madolche aren't really doing anything, but both have been in the meta in previous formats, so hopefully new support will make them great again. So we'll just have to see. So first things first, we have Drytron Nun 2. Drytron Nun 2. Alright, this is a level 1 light machine, special summon effect monster. Of course it is. I don't know why it says that. It's a 2000 attack, 0 defense, like all the Drytrons. Can't be normal summon, must be special summon by card effect. Can only use the first effect in this turn. You can ritual summon monsters the turn you activate either this effect, except machine monsters. Ooh. So this card's saying, hey, if you are playing this card, you can ritual summon or activate the effects of effect monsters except machine monsters? That's a big restriction. Like, you just can't do it. So like Herald of Ultimateness, Divider, you can't play any of the Ben 10, any of those cards. Nope, can't play them. Why? Because this card says you can't activate it on the same turn. That's kind of crazy. That's a big restriction on this card. The second effect of this card is if a Drytron card on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, so if a Drytron card is on the field, special summon this card, and then when it leaves the field, banish it. Okay, so it's an extender, which the deck doesn't really need, but that's cool. And then if this card is special summoned, add a Drytron monster from your deck to hand and set themselves. So that's a very powerful effect. That's actually a really, really good effect. But I think the restriction on this card is too big, because we actually got a new Drytron monster in form of the Sarctic monster, the Drytron Sarctic card, and that one searches any spell, which searches Nova, and Nova can search any Drytron monster. So we can already get to Drytron names pretty freaking quick, to be honest with you. Like, not only do we have Alpha that also does that, but I think this deck's already consistent enough with Nova. Not to mention we have a Nova Searcher in the form of the Arctic one. So honestly, I don't think we actually need this card. Just because this card is very consistent for like pure Drytron, but even pure Drytron plays the Fairy Engine. It's what the deck's known for. So unless they give us like the most broken machine cards imaginable, I just don't see this card seeing play just because of that restriction. Or if they are playing this card, it's like a one-of that you can flex into on alternative turns. Because this card doesn't fix your issue against Droll Lockbird because it opens you up to Droll. I don't know. I really don't know. This card is just like a win more. I don't say win more. It's a more consistency card. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like you open yourself up to more things. So we'll just have to see. Next, we have a new ritual monster. This is Drytron Meteoris Dad. They did not just call it Dad. Which stands for Drytron Meteoris December Alpha Draconids. So this is Dad Drytron. This is Daddy Drytron here. What the fuck does he do? He's a level 12 light ritual monster, effect monster. 5,000 attack, 5,000 defense. He's a big boy. Can ritual summon this card with Drytron Meteoris Drytron, which is a ritual spell. Other Drytron monsters you control can be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Cool. I wish it was himself. Other Drytron monsters does not include himself, so he can be removed by anything. But other Drytron monsters, the little dudes in the XYZs, they're protected. So, okay. Up to twice per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, banish one Drytron monster from your graveyard, whose total attack equals to or exceeds the original attack, negate the activation you do to destroy a monster. So it's a double monster negate, so it's Appaloosa 2. Okay, that's cool. And then the third effect of this card is if a ritual summon card you control is destroyed by a opponent's card effect, I'm assuming this one, spell summon one ritual monster with 4,000 attack from your hand or deck. It is treated as a ritual summon. Notice that it says any ritual monster with 4,000 attack from your hand or deck. That includes not just the other Drytron monsters, but it also includes Chaos Max. Now, I don't know why you never want to summon Chaos Max on your opponent's turn, but hey, you can do that with this card. So, interesting. Ultimately, very, very interesting. Alright, let's read the last new card. So this is Drytron, Meoria. Drytron's a continuous trap. Drytron's has never gotten a good trap card, so we'll just have to see. You can only use the first and second of this card once a turn. If a Drytron card becomes banished, tribute one Drytron monster. Then target up to 2 of your banished Drytron cards, add them to hand. And then second effect is, you can reveal one Drytron Meteonis in your hand. Ritual summon one machine monster from your hand or graveyard by tributing machine monsters from your hand or field whose total attack equals their or exceeds their monsters. So, not really good at all. I like that it allows you to ritual summon on your opponent's turn. Drytron did need a card like this, but I wish, to be perfectly honest, if that second effect can banish Drytron in order to what's called ritual summon on your opponent's turn, because that makes the first effect more live. If Drytron cards become banished, tribute a Drytron monster, target 2 of your banished Drytrons to add to hand. I feel like that's what they're going for. If this card can like ritual summon by banishing material from grave, I feel that would be much stronger, because now it requires you to have the material on field, which is cool and all, but none of the Drytron monsters are interruptions when they're summoned. At least I don't think they are. Like, none of them like nuke the field or anything like that. So you're just summoning a big ass monster that can be removed. So ultimately, I honestly think the only card here that's going to see play is Mr. Dad over here. I think Dad's going to be replacing the other one, or you might play this more copies of this guy and then one copy of the other one, because this guy does float into the other one. So, or you just play Chaos Max. I'm not really sure, because you can float into either one. But basically, this is the only card actually seeing played to me, because I feel like why would you just play the Herald of Ultimate's build and play this guy and just have both on field? Just have 2 guys that are like gigantic as hell, negating every card in your opponent's hand. And this guy doesn't require you to have cards in hand. This card just says, hey, ban it up to twice per turn. When a monster activates effect, quick effect, banish Drytron monsters from your graveyard. So I guess that also fuels the trap card, which is nice. But again, I feel like, I don't know. I like it, but I don't like it. Ultimately, I think the support's solid. I think the new ritual monster is cool. I don't know if it's enough to bring the deck into the meta, but we'll just have to see. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. See you all next one. Bye-bye.